Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Friday, and it's December 16th. We don't have any meetings to tell you about today, so we'll just jump to who's on our show. We have something very fun. We have the Golden Circle Cruises and Tours, and that's with Bob Uden. And then he brought along Michelle Lagman, who is with Celebrity Cruises. And boy, do they have a lot of cruises to choose from. So we'll hear all about that just after our break. Then we have Cole Young with our Sports Corner. Of course, he always has great information about football that's coming up for the weekend and some highlights of what may have happened the past week. And then I sit down with, her name is Kaylee Proctor, and she is with the City of Hope, and she is with their oncology nutritional program. She's going to give us some ideas for the holidays and some things that you might be able to swap out. Not too many, though, of course, but moderation always key. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. We are looking at nice skies in terms of cloudy skies, nothing rainy for now, but we are looking at partly cloudy skies today, 67-45, 63-44, 63-43, and 63-46, 64-48. If you are traveling, take a look at some of these numbers. Our beaches are looking a little on the chilly side, 63-47, 63-45, Santa Barbara, 63-42. Palm Springs isn't even any better than what we have here, 63-43. If you're heading to the mountains, plenty of snow, 39-11, 40-16, and 35-10, and Las Vegas, 51-31. So we're looking at chilly skies all the way around. All right, our sunrise this morning was at 6:49, and our sunset will be at 4:45. Now, just to let you know that Christmas trees will be accepted on a couple of different days, and we will need you to make sure that you call Resident Services 48 hours prior to putting your tree on the curb. But the days are going to be the 27th of December, January 3rd, and January 10th. And the great thing is, all of these trees will be grinded up and made into mulch, and they'll go around our community here in the village. All right, stay tuned, and we're going to tell you all about the fun cruises that you can take next year. We'll be right back.
At Healing Hearts Emergency Animal Hospital, we are dedicated to emergency veterinary care through high-quality veterinary services and compassion. We offer state-of-the-art diagnostics at competitive pricing. Our doctors will see and care for dogs, cats, and most exotics. In case of emergency, rest assured Healing Hearts Emergency is here for you when your primary veterinarian is closed. Open nights, weekends, and all major holidays.
Now at LA Carpet & More, you can transform your old bath into a new walk-in bathtub or shower in as little as 2 days. Plus, save 50% off and get 5 years 0% financing. It's easy, affordable, and fast. With 35 years in business and serving over 300,000 satisfied customers. Call 800-684-4100 for an appointment or visit one of our showrooms.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Hi folks, this is Dan O'Weiler with Sterling Financial Advisors. We've been around for a long time, been on This Day with Lisa, and just wanted you to know that we're still in business, even through the pandemic. We still have the opportunity to now meet with people individually, in person, and we'd like to invite you to give us a call if it would make some sense. If you're doing some planning for retirement, please give us a call. We'll be happy to meet with you. Thanks so much.
Welcome back. Well, as I mentioned, we have some folks here that are going to make your life a lot easier with some fun information from Circle Cruises and Tours. Well, welcome. Nice to have you both on.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. So you're with the actual tour company and you're with Celebrity Cruises. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, fantastic. Bob, tell me a little bit about everything that goes on with your company.
Great. We're a family-run business. We've been in business over 36 years. I took over 13 years ago.
Okay.
My folks my dad and mom lived here. My dad passed away, but my mom lives here for 20 years.
Okay.
And we service all of the social groups and anybody from individuals to groups to cruise or tour or go anywhere in the world.
I love it. I love it. And of course, he's utilizing your fantastic ships. But before we get into all those great things, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure, thank you. Well, I have been with Celebrity just a short time, but I've been in the industry 28 years.
Okay.
I've always been in the cruise industry, but I'm in the field sales for Celebrity, and I support wonderful partners like Bob.
Okay.
And I'm just so happy to be here today.
It's awesome. And I wanted to ask you because it seems like obviously the cruise industry had such a horrible time during COVID.
Yeah.
That is it coming back? Are people now feeling more comfortable? Or what is the industry doing to help people feel more safe?
Absolutely, we are back. And I'm so happy to say that. We are back and we are welcoming anybody who wants to travel, vaccinated, non-vaccinated. It's all inclusive and we really pride ourselves in welcoming everybody back. We are still, respectful of those who want to, participate in, mask wearing. However, we don't require it. We don't require testing. It is back to almost normal, I would say.
Okay, so you're not requiring any vaccination cards because I know there was a period of time where you guys were requiring that.
There was.
I mean, it may not have been Celebrity, but the industry itself may have been.
Correct. There was a time, but we are no longer doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, great. So I would imagine some of these questions probably hit you early on.
Yes, we're a full-service agency, so we assist people that are looking to do a cruise or vacation. We assist them from the very beginning and finding out what they would like, to deposits, to setting them up in their cabin, putting the group together, helping them with paperwork, because there is still, I know we try to be paperless, but there are still papers that have to be filled out and done, like the health protocol papers. But the good news is if you keep in touch with the cruise line or myself, we'll guide you in terms of what you need and don't need.
Right.
But everybody's getting back to cruising and traveling. Our business has really grown just in the last 6 months.
Good. Well, that's good. And I'm hoping that you have some great deals that we could talk about. We're showing the Edge right now online, and you've got an Edge in Alaska and one in Australia. So tell me briefly about those two.
Yeah, so Edge series is a new series of ships for us. It's our there's 3 ships that are out. We have a 4th one coming in 2023, so lots of exciting new things coming. Beyond is our newest Edge series ship.
Okay.
Looks very similar. You've got the video, it's very distracting because it's so beautiful. But so it is our beautiful ship. We've got the Retreat, which is our all suite section, and it's very exclusive. It's got its own sun deck, it's got its own lounge, its own restaurant, so it really is sort of a resort within the ship.
Okay.
Very exclusive, all suite. It's amazing. The food you can see, oh my gosh, it's my favorite. We do have Alaska, Edge is going to be coming to Alaska actually in 2024, so we've got a bit of a season ahead of Edge coming over to the West Coast, doing the round trip Seattle. For now, we do have 3 ships up there for the 23 season.
Okay.
So we've got Solstice, Millennium, and Eclipse up in Alaska.
So how does a company like Celebrity decide, okay, so we're going to bring on a new ship? Do they just get rid of some of the older ones, and what do they do with them?
Absolutely. So some get sold to other companies. I know shipping companies or companies that are just maybe a little bit smaller that want, their ships might be older. Our ships, even though they're older, they're still, have the modern touches. But we do. Right now we're a fleet of 15, and with Ascent coming on, she'll be our new baby next year. But the Edge series is just amazing. We've done some really forward-thinking design on our edge. You know,
Right.
a lot of open space, floor-to-ceiling
Right.
windows.
Okay.
Just bringing the outside in.
Well, I think that's important because I've not been on anything as extravagant as Celebrity, but the one that I did go on, that's the thing it did lack, is I kept feeling like I wanted to see the ocean the whole time.
Right.
Right, but you go inside and then you can't see anything.
Right.
And I always thought that they should have a compartment at the very bottom that just opens up, then you can take jet skis out. I mean, wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be
Because you're
awesome.
on the water, but you want to get on the water.
Exactly, absolutely. And one thing to note on our Edge series ships, we have what's called the Magic Carpet, and it is it's a cantilevered platform basically that can do whatever we want it to do. It can be an extension to our restaurant on deck 5. It can act as the port tender dock, so it's easy, safe access on and off our tenders, which if you have sailed, you'll know that sometimes with the seas moving.
So it sort of goes out
Yeah,
over the water?
it is. It extends off the side of the ship, and
Oh,
it's
that's
really
cool.
very cool.
See, that's
the
smart.
Orange piece, yeah.
I like that part. I like that idea. All right, so Apex in Southampton, what is that?
So Apex is, again, it's our second ship in the series of Edge, and she's going to be doing some round trip
okay.
Southampton sailings to to the Med starting in 2024. So it's another new ship in that region, and we always like to have our new ships in the regions that are most popular.
So do you have any requests from your residents and clients that want all this stuff?
One of the exciting things about partnering with Celebrity is that they offer adult ships, mainly for seniors, mainly for, I wouldn't say retirees, but people that want more of a country club atmosphere, elegant but casual in many ways, but it's really for adults.
Okay.
And this is one of the neat things that we would like to offer to the community, is that they now, since they're retiring or going to be retiring, that they have an opportunity to go for really an adult playground. And really it's amazing ships.
Is there an age limitation on that?
There is no age limitation. I mean, well, 6 months, but we will take, like I said.
But I think
anyone.
what I'm referring to is on the adults only. Is it 18 and over?
Oh,
21 and over?
No, we welcome everyone, like I said. So it's not an adult only. We're not an adult only cruise line. We do, have my teenage daughters loved it. We just sailed on Thanksgiving, and they loved it. They said, "Mom, we feel so fancy," and yeah.
Okay, so it's more, but the whole atmosphere is geared more towards an
more
adult. I mean, unlike,
upscale.
of course, Disney, which is geared more towards children. So you're
Correct.
really referring to the atmosphere itself is
Correct.
more adult-like.
Correct. More
I see.
luxury and
Sure.
sort of that,
Okay.
aspect of it.
Okay, and then one other thing, we did have a picture of Ascent, which you said was brand new, but it looks smaller.
So Ascent, well, she's actually being built now.
Oh, okay.
So this is that is what she will look like. She's the third in the Edge series. It will look exactly like that. So Ascent is coming, and there's that magic carpet, that
right there.
orange,
the orange.
the tangerine colored magic carpet.
Okay.
So you'll see. So that does move up and down, obviously
Yeah.
when no one is on it.
Okay.
But this is and she's not going to be smaller. She's actually going to be relatively the same size as Beyond.
I think I
and
just looked at the
Edge.
picture, it looked a little smaller than some of
It's
the
the
other
context
ones,
of the picture, yeah.
All right, excellent.
Beautiful.
So you obviously you're the main contact here,
Correct.
and they can call you, and we do have a number that we'll show on the screen, and that's right now is the best way to get a hold of you, because I know you said that your website's changing, probably for all these goodies and things that they have to
Absolutely,
offer.
we're rebuilding it, and it should be available really the 1st of January. So that's what
okay.
we're planning on. So really, we're developing it and getting it online, doing it as we speak. And one of the things I wanted to add is that Celebrity also offers some amenities and advantages for veterans. And since there's such a large community of veterans here in Laguna Woods, it's important for them to get some extra services or amenities or upgrades, and Celebrity does offer those as part of their packages.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And Bob and I work so well together that I might be able to
Good.
kick in some extra things as well.
Oh, did you hear that? Call the number now. All right, excellent. Well, thank you so much for the information. And let's have you come back sometime in the end of January when you've got all your website stuff ready to go.
Great.
We'll show it off, and then maybe you can come on also, and just focus on one particular type of cruise.
Sure.
All
That
right.
sounds great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again for having us.
You're welcome. If you want more information about anything that we have just discussed, you can always call the number that's on your screen, and they'll be happy to help you. We'll be right back.
Welcome to this week's episode of Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young, and I'll get right into it. First, I have to address the very bad prediction I made in last week's show. I went on a limb and predicted that Brazil would win the 2022 World Cup. This show airs at 9 a.m. on Friday mornings, and at about 9:30, Brazil lost to Croatia in penalty kicks. At least I admitted I don't know too much about soccer. Anyway, Croatia did knock out Brazil, then moved on to face the powerhouse Argentina. Unfortunately, the semifinal round is where Croatia's historic run would end, losing 3-0 to Argentina. Argentina now moves into the World Cup finals, and their captain, Lionel Messi, is one win away from winning the World Cup trophy and cementing his status as the greatest to ever play the game. The World Cup title is the only title that's eluded Messi. It's the only thing that sets him apart from so many great players in history, but his chance to claim this title will be this weekend. On the other side of the bracket, France would narrowly defeat England 2-1 to move on to the semis where they would face Morocco. Morocco stunned the world by upsetting Portugal and becoming the first African nation to reach the semifinals of the World Cup. In that match, France would jump out to a quick lead, going up 1-0 within the first 5 minutes, and would score again right before the 80-minute mark, sealing their victory. The highly anticipated championship between Argentina and France kicks off this Sunday, December 18th at 7 a.m. Pacific time. So, set your alarms and get up to watch this historic match because this is also the last World Cup event for 4 years, so enjoy it while you can. Over in the NFL, the biggest storyline out of last week was Baker Mayfield. As I mentioned in last week's show, Mayfield was released by the Carolina Panthers, then immediately signed with the LA Rams. He went from being cut by the Panthers to being claimed by the Rams to taking the field on Thursday Night Football, all in a span of just 4 days. After entering the game down 10-0, Mayfield led the Rams to a 17-16 victory on Thursday night after throwing the game-winning touchdown pass to Van Jefferson with just 10 seconds left. The score came at the end of a 98-yard drive that saw Mayfield complete several huge passes while helping the Rams snap their 6-game losing streak. It's a story that would be fitting as a Hollywood script, and Mayfield will most likely be the starter for the remainder of the Rams season. While the Rams are probably not going to make the playoffs this season, only one team has clinched a playoff spot, and I'm sure you can guess who it is. With a league-best 12-1 record, the Eagles will officially be in the postseason this year. Several teams still need wins to punch their ticket into the playoffs, and they're hoping those wins come this weekend. There are also 3 games on Saturday this week, so be sure to tune in for those. I yet again went 3-1 last week, bringing me to 31-12-1 for the season. Here are my 4 winners for this week. The Vikings over the Colts on Saturday morning. This win will also clinch the division for the Vikings. The Lions to beat the Jets, the Bengals over the struggling Bucks, and the Eagles to add another win over division rival Bears. In the world of college football, while we wait for bowl season to start, the Heisman Trophy ceremony took place just last weekend. After throwing for 4,075 yards, 37 touchdowns, and rushing for 372 yards and 10 touchdowns, USC Trojans quarterback Caleb Williams has won the Heisman Trophy, which is awarded to the best college football player in the nation. Not only is this a tremendous achievement capping off a historic season for Williams, but it's also USC's 8th Heisman Trophy in school history, more than any other major college football program. For USC fans, the best part is Williams will be back on the field for the Trojans next season. To close out the show, I wanted to take a moment to reflect upon Mike Leach, the legendary college football coach who passed away late Monday night at the age of 61. Leach was a head coach for more than 20 years, coaching at Texas Tech, Washington State, and Mississippi State. Leach was a football genius, but was most known for his interesting sense of humor. In his statement, University President Mark E. Keenum said, quote, "Coach Mike Leach cast a tremendous shadow not just over Mississippi State University, but over the entire college football landscape. His innovative air raid offense changed the game. Mike's keen intellect and unvarnished candor made him one of the nation's true coaching legends. His passing brings great sadness to our university, to the Southeastern Conference, and to all who love college football. I will miss Mike's profound curiosity, his honesty, and his wide-open approach to pursuing excellence in all things." End quote. Thank you for joining me on Sports Corner this week. I'm Cole Young, and I'll see you next week.
Welcome back. Well, today we are joined by Kaylee Proctor, who is here on behalf of the City of Hope. Well, welcome. Very nice to meet you.
Thanks so much for having me, Lisa.
And you know, we talked a little bit before we went on. You've had a lot of education in a variety of different areas, and now you're at the City of Hope, the brand new facility. What do you think?
I love it. It's beautiful, but not only that, the care team there is fantastic. We really put our patients first. It's a multidisciplinary team, so it's a fantastic place to be.
And it's all brand new, and so you have the latest and greatest technology at your fingertips. Now, you have a lot of acronyms after your name. Please tell me what they are.
So I have a master's degree in public health. I'm a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and a board certified specialist in oncology nutrition. So I've worked with cancer patients for the past 5 years, and I absolutely love it.
What got you involved in this particular area?
So I did an internship to become a dietitian, and I had a 2-week rotation at a cancer center, and I just loved it. I love the patients, the nutrition. It's just, these patients are so vulnerable, but they're so open with you that it's just a beautiful area to be in.
Well, and then you're touching on an interesting subject, nutrition, because you know they probably do have to eat a bit differently because of some of the medication that they're taking, or maybe chemotherapy, things like that. Is that kind of, am I on the right track?
Definitely on the right track there. I always say it's a different time in their life. Their needs are a little bit different than what most people think they are. So really just focusing on protein and maintaining their weight.
Well, and that's something we always want to do, regardless of whether or not you have an ailment. You always focus, I mean, especially this time of year. And so when you said that you want to be able to maybe swap out a few of our holiday favorites, I'm very curious what you would suggest. So, for instance, let's talk about, I mean, I think traditionally, I mean, for Thanksgiving, we would have turkey and, oh my gosh, mashed potatoes and all that stuff. Pick some things out of there that we might want to consider changing.
So one of the easiest tips you can do if you're trying to just improve the health of the side dishes is swap out any butter for olive oil. You're going to get the same mouth feel because it's still a fat, but it's just heart healthier, so it's good for your heart, your hair, your nails, your skin. It's just an easy swap out to do there.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm telling you, get rid of butter is a tough thing though. But like you said, olive oil has a very similar consistency, so it should be okay. All right, good. Now what about for Christmas time frame? I mean, I think people kind of do the same things, however they might swap out a different type of protein.
So if you can, always choose leaner options if available. Turkey breast is a really good one. A lot of people do cook fish during the holidays too, and that's a really lean source of protein, especially if it's a white fish.
Right. Now what about, of course, everybody well, not everybody, but some people might like to have, you know, alcohol, and they would have wine. You know, are there any choices different with wine that you might recommend?
So wine is actually one of the lower calorie alcoholic beverages. Another big one during this time of the year is eggnog, and so that's traditionally made with either whole milk or heavy cream.
Yeah.
But oat milk is a really great substitute. It can be a little bit lower in calories. It's thicker, like 2% or whole milk, so that's a good swap to do too, and it has a little bit of fiber, so you're getting some health benefits that way.
So can you make an eggnog with oat milk?
Yes, you can.
Really?
You just swap out the heavy cream or the whole milk and you use oat milk.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
Oh, now
so
that's a great idea.
Yeah, it makes it a little lighter too because eggnog can be so heavy.
It sure can.
But if you're a wine person, it is one of the lower calorie options this time of year.
All right, well, that's fantastic information. When you learn about, when you learn that someone has come to you and they have been diagnosed with cancer, do you meet with them at the beginning of their treatments or somewhere in between?
Ideally, yes. Right now, I'm meeting all the new patients in clinic so that way we can establish that relationship and kind of build upon the foundations of a high protein, high calorie diet. Sometimes I do come in the middle of treatment when they're having some more side effects, and then we just talk about food again and how to manage their diet depending on what symptoms that they're having.
Now, in terms of somebody who may be looking for nutritional advice, what kind of resources would you have people look at? I mean, do you have specific things that you could recommend?
Definitely. There's so much information on the internet, and some of it can be dangerous for cancer patients, so always go to any resource that's either a .edu or a .org. My favorites are the American Cancer Society and the American Institute for Cancer Research. You can always go to City of Hope's website as well for good information.
Perfect, perfect. And then, of course, staying healthy for the holidays. Is there any last-minute things you'd like everybody to know?
It is the holidays. It's a special time of the year, so I say pick your battles. If there's something you really enjoy, I want you to enjoy that, and then just choose those healthier options when possible.
Boy, I know it's a tough time of year, but thank you so much for the information. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
If you'd like more information about what we have discussed, or you would like to know more about City of Hope, you can call the number that's on the screen, or you can go to cityofhope.org/OC. We'll be right back.
We are the first light after a cancer diagnosis.
The illuminated entry point to life-saving cancer therapies and novel treatments
often sought by the rest of the world.
We are a dedicated team of more than 400 physicians
and 1,000 scientists and researchers.
We are cancer-focused, but human-centric.
We are thousands of breakthrough discoveries.
We are where cancer stops
and life keeps on getting lived.
The future of cancer treatment is here.
Our movie for today is called Force Majeure, and you can see that today at 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without subtitles. That is part of our Friday Films Fest, brought to you by Providence Mission Hospital. Just a couple of announcements real quick. I wanted to let you know that the Florence Sylvester Senior Center is having what they're calling the Golden Oldies. It's going to be great music. It's happening on Thursday, December 22nd, and Friday, December 23rd at 12:15, so you can enjoy the show during the lunch hour. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. As I mentioned, we're looking at cloudy skies for a little while today, and then it'll get a little bit warmer with some sunshine this afternoon. 67-45, 63-44, 63-44, 63-46, and 64-48. If you're traveling, take a look at these numbers, just about the same. Everywhere in the local beaches all the way to Palm Springs is about the same temperatures, and if you take a look at the mountains, pretty much the same thing. In Las Vegas, 51-31. Have a great day in the Village. We'll see you again tomorrow right here on Village Television at 9 a.m. Bye-bye.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. Remember me? I'm the king of whoopee. And you're watching Village Television. But everybody does.
I'm an entrepreneur and have been struggling with staying focused on tasks. I needed something to help me with focus and memory and have found the holy grail of multivitamins. MindSense One has removed my brain fog and now I have better clarity and can focus on tasks and remember names and places much better. MindSense One helps support the 8 indicators of brain health.
Purchase at mindsense.info or available at these fine retailers.